Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Options Trader Today. So today we'll conduct a multi-frame analysis on gold XAU USD heading into next week. We'll break it down trading view chart starting with 15-minute for short-term flows and then the 2 hour chart for swing structures and the daily time frame from broader momentum and finally the week chart to highlight the key support and resistance that we can see on this particular chart. As you can see now, if you look at this particular chart on a 15 minutes, that we can see the price now trading at a level of 36 $17.987. Okay, and you can see that there is a clear pattern is forming. Okay, and we have seen at a level of around 36.19 is a strong now acting as a resistance, so a bounce back can be seen. Okay, what we can see, the current price now trading at a level of $36.18 and forming a consolidation band. Okay, the 20 and 50 minutes EMA are flattening, which tells us a momentum in neutral in the micro time frame, as you can see looking at this particular chart. Okay, and this is the zone where the price is moving. If we see a decisive break above $36.40, okay, then only we can see, because there is a trend forming. So if it started going above 36.40, probability can be high, a door for a quick liquidity grabs towards $36.55, and from there we can see there can be a probability of touching $36.60, because if it started crossing this particular level, a further upside can be seen and it can break this particular level and chances of going towards 36.60 can be seen. And if the price started going below a level of around $36.16, or if it started moving below this particular level, chances of going towards 3600 also can be seen. Because if you look at this particular trend, this is the zone. If it started going move out of this zone, this is the level we can see 3600. Okay, from there a bounce back we can see. There is a probability of bounce back. Best you can do, you can trail your SL if you are doing it on a 15 minutes chart by $5 to $7 or $15 to $20 as per how much quantity you are doing. Okay, on the 15-minute chart, probability of doing with 5 to 7 is best. Okay, now coming back on our 2 hour chart, what we can see, 2 hour chart, the structure is bit clear, as you can see looking at this particular chart. Okay, but the seller continue to defend the 3660 zone. Okay, and there is a higher chances, think of as a supply cluster. See, we have seen a swing as form at this level. You will see on a day wise and a weekly chart how the trend is moving overall. Okay, but see, this is the trend and a swing as form at this level. But what we have seen from 4-5 2 hours chart, that is a continuous downfall we have seen. Okay, think of as a supplier cluster. Okay, a clean 2 hours close above that level would likely trigger stop orders. Okay, and invite fresh longs position with upside potential towards 3680 and 3700. This is what we can see if it started sustaining above a level of 3660. That you have to understand, because there will be a zone breakout, and after this particular level we can see there is a sharp upside can be seen towards 3680 and then a further high. Okay, because this is an all-time high, so probability is high that we can see the price can move further upside. Okay, so you have to remember this particular level. Coming back again, conversely, if the price rolls over, okay, and goes below this particular level of 3600 also, because I have clearly mentioned you that a level of around 3600 is a strong level on a 15 minutes chart. If it started falling below this level, there is a probability that there can be a deeper pocket of liquidity waiting at $35-50. There is a chances that the price can move towards this level. So if the price started falling below 3600, best you can trail your SL by $15 to $20, and there is a probability that it can move towards $35-50 or it can move further down. Okay, because there will be a zone breakout, as we can see looking at this particular chart, towards $35.78. Okay, and if that didn't sustain, we can see a level of 35.61, then to a level of 35.47, and then there will be a zone breakout will happen, so we can see a level of 35.12 also if the price started going below this level. Coming back on a daily time frame, the bigger picture remains constructive. As you can see, there is a continuous upside. Okay, gold continue trade in a bullish channel supported by a micro flows into safe haven asset. Okay, and however the RSI is approaching overbought territory, as you can see looking at this particular chart, what we have seen that signalizing potential exhaustion at the highs. Okay, there is a probability that we can see there can be a further downfall if the price keep moving below a level of $36.21. And as soon as the price started keeping below this particular level, now it is trading below that particular level only. The critical daily pivot sits around $36.20, and that's the line in the sand. Holding above this level keeps the bias bullish, targeting the 3700 handle if the price started going above a level of 3650. This 3650 is already weak, so we can see the price can rise above that level, targeting towards 37. Because 3650 is already weak, so we can see the price will rise above that level and can move towards 3680, and then a further upside can be seen. So best by trailing your SL by $10 to $15 or $15 to $20 as per if you are in how much profit you are in. A daily lows below 3600, however a shift can down towards downside, because if the price started falling below 3600, the probability of going towards 3579 to a level of 3564, and then from there we can see it can move towards 3540, and then a further low can be seen. Okay, now coming back on a weekly chart, which is important, you have to understand how the price is moving on a weekly chart. Okay, we can see there is a continuous 4 candles, green candles are forming towards high. So before I move ahead and explain you, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. This is the level I have clearly explained you that if the price move above a level of 3400, we can see there can be a further upside. See, the price has touched around $300 above this particular level. So this is what we have seen. Okay, now looking at this particular week chart, what we can see, zooming out on the weekly chart, this is where the institution flows really comes into play. Gold remain in a well diverse uptrend. As you can see looking at this particular chart, the buy constantly stepping in on dips, and the weekly support base is anchored around 3500 to a level of 3550. Okay, as we can see that if the price started going below this level, we can see the price strong support coming at a level of around $35.05. Before this is the level, we can see this particular support and the next support 3600, and the next support coming at a level of around $35.57. Okay, so these are the three levels that you have to understand. First support is around 3600, second support is at around 3579, and then we can see a strong support coming at a level of 3500, around 3505 to a level of 3500. This is the strong support, so we can see a bounce back from these levels. Okay, but if the price keep moving below 3600, we can see a level of 35 40 78 $3, then to a level of 3500. Okay, and then we can see at this particular level, these are, I have already explained you in that, so which will act as a strong accumulation zone. So this is the level where money accounts in the hedge funds tend to engage at these levels. Okay, so you have to understand on this particular level. On the top side, the resistance clutched sits in around $36.60. Okay, and if the price started sustaining this level, probability can be high, it can move towards 36.60. From there, after 36.60, as I've already explained you that that is already weak level, 36.50, around $56. That is the level I have clearly explained you, that is a weak resistance. I have told on a day wise chart, you can see. Okay, the price can touch a level of around $36.60. From there, it can move further upside towards a new high of around 3680, and from there we can see it can touch a level of 3700. Best you can do, you can trail your SL by $15 to $20. Okay, remember that market is uncertain, so always try to trail your SL when you're in profit, so it will save your profit, and whenever you start to put your SL, so your capital will be saved. Okay, so once the price touches its all-time high, it can touch a level of 3700. Best by trailing your SL, you can capture a big movement towards an upside. So the price can touch a level of $37.20, and if the price moving above that level, probability of touching 37.50 we can see to a level of 37.80 to a level of 3800. Okay, this is the best what we can see in this particular week. Price keep sustaining its all-time high, so best buy trailing or SL by $15 to $20. You can capture a big movement towards 3800 also if the price sustained above that level. Okay, so now, as I've already explained you, market is uncertain. If the price started going below this level, we can see a level of around next support of 3600 to a level of 3683, and from there a level of 36878. And once started falling below this level, probability of going towards 3550 to a level of $3501. Okay, these are the levels. From there a bounce back can be seen, and if the price started going below this level, probability of going towards 3455 also can be seen. So keep it in mind. At the micro drop level, the UPS, US CPI datas, okay, Fed commentary and treasury yields remain the dominant catalyst that can shift weekly flows. Okay, then that you have to understand. Okay, remember that on the bullish continuation, I have clearly explained you that if the price sustain above 3660, we can see there can be a further upside towards 3700. There is a probability trail your SL by $15 to $20 if the price sustain above 3680. Okay, it can cross a level of 3700 to a level of 3750. But if it started correcting or it goes below this particular level of 3600, we can see it can go further down and can trace towards $3550 to a level of further dip can be seen for swing. Okay, so you have to understand that our dip buying opportunity for swing traders. So if the price started going below 3500, we can see a swing can form at this level. So this is the best thing where you can trail your SL. Okay, and this is the level where the price can see a bounce back, or if it started going below this level, a further fall can be seen. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.